Are you someone who wants to be forced to work your entire life? Absolutely not. Hi, my name is Jim Stryker, and I help people recover at least $1 million that they are transferring away unknowingly and unnecessarily, so I can help them recover those funds to solidify their retirement goals, all without impacting their current lifestyle or having them take on any more market risk. In this video, I'm going to share with you frequently asked questions that I get asked from clients who are preparing for their retirement. I get asked this one all the time. What age should I retire? My answer is always, it's not what age should you retire, but it's at what cash flow level can you retire when you factor in future levels of inflation and taxation. You see, when you retire, every day is a Saturday. If you're like most, Saturday is the day of the week that you spend the most amount of money on. And that's because you're sitting around, you're not working, you're enjoying your time off, and during your retirement, that will be every single day. To achieve your ideal retirement, you must meet with a retirement planning specialist. But when should you do this? My answer is always yesterday. It's never too late and it's never too early to meet with somebody to talk about your overall retirement strategy. A retirement planning specialist is a person qualified to create a comprehensive pre-retirement plan and a post-employment retirement spending plan for you. They will give you a retirement savings plan to follow while you're still working and make sure that you have the right strategies in place to have enough money to achieve your retirement plans and goals. For example, somebody who makes a good wage but has yet to save much money for their retirement and thinks that their 401k and their Social Security will be enough for them to retire on. They should consider meeting with a retirement planning specialist as soon as possible. I would say run, don't walk. Get with a retirement planning specialist today. Most importantly, get the answers to the four most crucial retirement planning questions that everyone must know if they're serious about their retirement planning goals. The danger and the risk of not preparing for your retirement sooner than later is being forced to work the rest of your life, or a shorter retirement than planned. And even worse, a retirement that's living on 40 or 50% of what you're living on now. But even worse than all that, a retirement where you can't travel, you can't eat out, you can't spend time with the grandkids, you can't take vacations, and you can never buy newer, better things. That would just suck. I know you're not planning a retirement that looks like the same old day, waking up, reading the newspaper, watching the TV news, afraid to go anywhere or do anything because you're too broke to do it or you're too worried about running out of money. The second question I get from people all the time is, do I have enough money to retire? The answer to this question depends on what your post-work retirement lifestyle will look like. What do you want it to be? What do you want to do in your retirement? What is your retirement life goals? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? Where do you want to live? Where would you like to eat? What do you think taxes are going to be like for you? What do you think inflation is going to be like for you? What critical illness plan do you have in place for you in the event that that happens? What's your long-term care or skilled nursing plans look like? Ask yourself this, on a scale of 1 to 10, how prepared do you feel you are? Most people I talk to, they feel like they're a 6, and that's just due to a lack of clarity. Getting the answers to the four most important questions will provide you the clarity, the energy, and the certainty that you need to know you're on the right track with your retirement goals. I have a video that I recorded about the four most important questions. You go ahead and check that video out here. This is important information for you to know so you can achieve your desired lifestyle for your retirement. The third question I get asked all the time, what is the impact of inflation going to be on my retirement? First, let me explain a couple of types of inflation. Number one is stealth inflation. That's the inflation that's going to impact your Social Security. That's the time value of money. The second one is going to be healthcare inflation. And this is expensive because, as you know, healthcare expenses are going up at a faster rate than the government has a measure on inflation. This needs to be and can be addressed in your retirement plan. Most people I talk to, they want to age at home and they don't want to age in a facility. And so there's some careful consideration that we can talk about here with regards to inflation. How about the time value of money? The money that you have today, this purchasing power of that money today is only going to be less going forward as inflation, hits. Think about this. Cost of a loaf of bread 10 years ago versus the cost of a loaf of bread today. How about spending your money on things that haven't even been invented yet? Things are only going to get more expensive the longer that you live and the more the impact of inflation really has. You ever heard the old saying, YOLO, you only live once? Man, I don't like that. You live every day, you only die once. And your retirement should be spent doing the things you want to do with whom you want to do them with, rather than being stuck in a chair doing nothing due to a lack of planning and savings, or even worse, being in the wrong strategy. It's important to have a conversation with someone about these things, a retirement planning specialist. There's no shortcut to this. The sooner you do it, the better off that you're going to be. The fourth question I get all the time is, where should I be saving for my retirement? What's the best place to put my retirement money? And in my opinion, most people should be saving money in low-cost, principal-protected, tax-free savings vehicles. Tax-free gain, tax-free growth, and tax-free utilization. An example of this would be your Roth, where you can save money after you've paid tax, or in a properly structured max-funded IUL, or an equity index universal life. Deciding when and how to retire is a huge decision, and it's crucial that you have the answers to these common questions and to the four most important financial questions. Not having the answers to these questions could cost you your entire retirement. I have a video on the four most important financial questions that will help you prepare for your desired retirement. Please check that out.